It's a new era at the Theatre of Dreams, with RUBEN AMORIM becoming the new manager of Manchester United. First off, lads, I know I am horrifically late to this trend, but surely better late than never, right? Welcome then to the RUBEN AMORIM Manchester United rebuild. Before we dive into today's video, lad, do consider dropping a sub to the channel if you are new. We're well and truly on the path to 1,000 subscribers, so every little helps. And if we reach that goal, I will do a Newcastle United rebuild, which as a Sunderland fan might just send me over the edge. Right, enough waffle. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the Careermode. Season 1 then, and of course we will be using the new live start points feature. Obviously I am going to have to go back a little bit to find the actual point of RUBEN AMORIM started, as we are slightly late, but that doesn't matter now. So this is the team then that we are going to be starting off with. It would be Mino in centre mid instead of Mason Mount, but he is injured currently, and I'm aware this doesn't look like RUBEN AMORIM's actual formation. This is what it'll actually look like in game though. It was pretty close with Rashford and Garnacho playing on inside positions, with the fullbacks pushed right up as well. The reason for doing this is that you will get shafted in this game for playing players out of position, which is what would happen if I played one of the 3 at the back formations. So instead I'm going to play this 5 back and adapt it with tactics into RUBEN AMORIM's one. In terms of transfers then, following the news of Dan Ashworth's departure, Jim Ratcliffe has implemented a transfer embargo heading into January, meaning that we'll have to get the most out of the players we've got until the end of the season, which isn't great, but it gives a lot of these fringe players a chance to stake their claim in the first team. Before we jump to the end of the season though, let's have a quick look at the state of play around the competitions that we are in. In the Premier League, we're currently sat in 13th, which isn't great. However, we are only 4 points off a European spot. Obviously in the Community Shield we already lost in real life to Manchester City at the start of the season. The FA Cup, we have our 3rd round draw against Arsenal. The Carabao Cup, we're in the quarter final against Spurs. And finally in the Europa League, we are undefeated, but we are currently sitting in 15th, so a lot of work to do here. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Let's get RUBEN AMORIM's first season underway, and we'll sim to the end and see how things are going. And here we are then at the end of the season. As you can see, we've had a remarkable turnaround in the Premier League, going from bottom half obscurity all the way up to 7th place. We ended up only being 3 points off the Champions League spot as well. 7th will be enough for the Conference League. It might be enough for the Europa League if there's some favourable cup winners for us as well. Over in the FA Cup, however, we did go out in round 3 to Arsenal. Apparently Arsenal had 2 games in round 3. In the Carabao Cup, we did lose to Spurs in the quarter-final on penalties. However, our season is not over yet, as we have booked our spot in the Europa League final. Chance for RUBEN AMORIM's first bit of silverware as Man United boss, and we're coming up against Galatasaray. It's going to be a tough game, but let's dive into it and see if we can wrap up our first bit of silverware in this career mode. Come on. And we're in Spain for this one at Bilbao Stadium. Let's get into them, lads, from the off. Early chance here for Galatasaray. Jacobs was up through to Mertens. Onana's coming out. Mertens getting stuck in no man's land, and Zayed makes it 1-0. Less than 5 minutes gone, that's poor. Oh, Osman's just turned us completely. I completely forgot he played for Galatasaray. He's 1-on-1, great save on Onana. Oh, we're just getting torn apart at the minute like Galatasaray. We can't get a foot in the game. Osman could be in here to make it 2-0. Onana comes out, good save. Can we get rid of it? Yes. And Galatasaray coming forward again. Jacobs just bursting through, trying to get across the cover into Mertens. Good save from Onana. Can we get there? We can, just about. Trying to counter attack now. It could be in. It's a good ball from Rashford to lead off to Xerxes. Xerxes off to Garnacho. Oh, well blocked. Finally starting to get a foothold in this game now. Garnacho could be in the turn back. Give it into Xerxes. Xerxes go for goal. Goes for goal. Good save. Going forward now. Ugarte plays it through in the second half. Could be an early chance here. Rashford going through. They'll try and cut back onto his right. Gives it into Jallo. Jallo, is he onside? He is. Jallo makes it 1-1. Oh, he's offside. No. Galatasaray working something in. Osman could be in. Oh, it's stupid. I just caved the ball the way at the back. 2-0 and that game's gone. Game is gone. Going forward now, if we're going to get back in the game, we need a goal now. Try to slip it through Rashford. Ahmed could be in. A chance to make it 2-1. Yes, okay, 2-1. 10 minutes to go, roughly. Game is on. Come on, boys. From kick-off now, Galatasaray trying to come forward. Martinez. Oh, his dash one's too easy. Float in the box, please. When the header, someone get there to lid off the line. You're there. Just kick it away. Galatasaray coming forward now. Osman's just going to run away from Martinez. Martinez goes into it, chips the keeper. 4-1. Yep, brilliant. Get me out of this game. Complete head loss towards the end as we lose the Europa League, but also importantly lose our chance to be in the Champions League next season. Pretty much guaranteed, I think, next year because of the winners of the cups that we would be playing in the Conference League. Not a bad place to kick on from, but if we were in the Champions League, it would be so much better. Look at the stats then. Josh Xerxes had a good season, getting 22 goals and 12 assists. Productive season from Rashford as well, was 16 and 8. Decent also from Garnacho, who got 17 goal contributions. And unsurprisingly, Bruno Fernandes is our top assister for the season. At the end of the season, we'll also be saying goodbye to Johnny Evans, Tom Heaton, and Christian Eriksen. That'll wrap up season 1 then for us. A bittersweet season, all things considered. We had a good turnaround in the league, climbing up to 7th. But losing in the Europa League was devastating. Anyhow, on to season 2. And we are starting season season 2 off then with a bit of a mass exodus as we say goodbye to some of the deadweight at the club. Anthony, Harry Maguire, Casemiro, Lindelof and Malacia all gone. I also organised a bunch of loans for our young players, most notably as well Kobe Mainu. He needs regular game time with Ugarte and Fernandes, just not going to happen. Also for Rasmus Højlund, another guy I want to have regular game time, but between Joshua Zirkzee and a certain Swede on the horizon, it's unlikely. I'm aware it's a bit of a cliche sign, but Manchester United need an iconic number 9. Hey Ruben, what's happened to your hair, son? Welcome to Old Trafford then, Victor Gyökeres. 65 million, it's not bad. And we're increasing the Portuguese contingent at Manchester United then. Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams then, Nuno Mendes. He comes in from PSG for 55 million. Which apparently I could have got for 20 million less, what? And our next bit of business then was to wrap up some homegrown talent for the backline. As Mark Gahey finally gets his big money move, he comes in from Palace for £20 million. And last little piece of business then, as we sign Alex Scott from Bournemouth. He comes in for just over 20 million, and again apparently we could have got that for much better. I just need a bit more depth, and he has decent potential, he can play all across the midfield. This is how the team is looking then heading into the new season. I think with the additions of Mendes and Gahey, as well as Gyökeres up front, whose name I'm going to butcher, I have no idea how you say this guy's name. We've also got Sancho returning on the right. The team is looking very strong. And just something to note, I completely missed this at the start of the season. Because of cup competitions elsewhere, even though we finished in 7th, we didn't get any European football this season. Meaning that our entire focus is going to be on domestic competitions and the league. Which means there's no excuse for us not to have a positive season in the Premier League this year. Let's now jump to the end of the season and see what we can do in Ruben Amorim's first full season in charge of Manchester United. And here we are at the end of the season, and what a turnaround it has been. We currently find ourselves sitting in 2nd with 1 game to go. Currently 1 point behind league leaders Aston Villa. A win on the final day could give us the title. Obviously we need Aston Villa to drop points in some shape, whether it's a draw or a loss. As you can see on the left though, they do have Liverpool away from home, so it's a tough game for them. And we are away to Leicester, who currently sit bottom of the table, already relegated. In terms of other competitions, we actually went out in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, losing to Millwall of all teams 2-1. Over in the Carabao Cup, it was a round 4 exit to Chelsea, losing 3-2. And obviously we had no European football this season either. But here we are then, 1 game left. We are relying on Aston Villa dropping points, but a first title could definitely be on the cards for us here. This is the team. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go to the King Power Stadium and try and bring our first trophy of the Careermode. I'm not even concerning myself with the Aston Villa result though. This game we just have to win, do our part and see if it's enough. Let's get into it. Gyökeres is now turning really well, driving forward, plays it into Sancho. Sancho coming back, floats it over to Fernandes. Fernandes, can you bring it down? Goes for goal, found the back of the net. 1-0 after just 11 minutes. Come on, lads. Martinez now plays it to get Gyökeres. Gyökeres lays it off to Rashford. Rashford could be in now. Slips it across to Sancho. Sancho the chance to make it 2-0. Oh, good save from the keeper. One here taken short to Rashford. Rashford lays it back out to Martinez. Gives it back to Fernandes. Fernandes now with the ball into Gyökeres. Headed up. Can the keeper get there? Oh, he does. Leicester could be in here. Good passage of pace. Kamaka could be in. He's going to go for goal. Good save from Onana. When the ball out the pitch now, you got here driving forward, waiting for some runners. Waiting for Rashford to make a run. Rashford make a run. He's kind of in. Rashford to make it 2. Well blocked. In the second half now, Dalot has the ball on the wing. And some good play from United in the hold-up. Into Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes now with a deep ball over to Mendes. It wasn't meant to go there. It's a decent ball though. Into Ugarte. Ugarte substitute Rashford. Rashford the chance to make it 2-0. Good save from the keeper. Oh, we won the ball out the pitch here. Sancho just trying to tiptoe into the box. He's in the Gyökeres. Into Rashford. Rashford the chance to make it 2-0. Oh, he spooned it. Leicester coming forward now, trying to spoil our party. Winks now, 1-on-1, goes for goal. Great save from Onana. Can we get there? Dalot gets it clear. Well done. Leicester now with a corner. Yao Mario to take it in towards the box. Headed up towards goal. Good save from Onana. Another corner here from Leicester. Yao Mario to take it. Sancho heads it up, but only as far as Skip. Skip goes for goal. Another good save from Onana. Can we get rid of it? When the ball had the pitch now, Mendes plays into Rashford. Rashford the chance to make it 2-0. The 75th minute. Oh, he's put it wide. This guy's useless. Leicester coming forward now, trying to find a late goal, and Mitchell plays it into, I'm not even sure how to say that guy's name. Good save from Onana though. Corner here, Yao Mario to take it. Onana needs to come out and get it. He doesn't, but it's a good save from Onana. Ball's in the middle of the park. Leicester trying to have one more chance. Careermode plays it back to Yao Mario. That's it though, the referee has blown the full-time whistle. Have we done enough? The boys are celebrating. I think we got a result elsewhere. I think the win here means the Premier League title. And yes, there we go. In just our 2nd season in charge of Manchester United, we have lifted the Premier League. We have our bitter rivals Liverpool to thank in terms of getting us a result against Aston Villa. We started to come and get the result here, which we did, 1-0, and we've lifted our first trophy of this rebuild. The Premier League comes back to Old Trafford. Confirmation then of our first Premier League win of this rebuild. Amazing stuff. It means moving forward our focus is going to be on European competitions as well as 1 or 2 domestic cup trophies. Over in the stats department, it's someone who I ragged on pretty hard that whole game, but Marcus Rashford got 27 goals and 7 assists across the season. Another big year from Fernandes as well, bags 18 goals and 9 assists. Ugarte as well got 12 goals. Gyökeres did have an injury for half the season, it felt like, but he still only managed 9 goals. It's not a great return from him. In terms of the lads we sent out on loan then, Højlund went up to an 82, as did Kobe Mainoo. That wraps up our second season in charge as Manchester United boss as Ruben Amorim, and the first Premier League trophy. Full focus now will be on the Champions League next season, as well as maybe picking up an FA Cup along the way. Let's get into season 3. And we are starting season 3 off with the departure then, as we say goodbye to Andre Onana, who keep us off to Leverkusen for 45 million. But I wouldn't sell Onana unless we had an absolute banger of a replacement lined up, as we welcome Swiss keeper Carabao to Manchester United. Comes in for 80 million, and at rated 90 is one of the world's best. And speaking of world's best, we have another one to welcome to the club then. Maradona joins from Napoli for 75 million. Gone for a bargain considering the last year of his contract. According to FIFA, we could have gotten another 20 million off. That's crazy. But he comes in at 89 rated. To combat the new signing, we also did loan out Amad Diallo for the season. We also gave Lenny Yoro a chance to go out on loan and go on a championship side less over 2 years. This is how the team is looking then heading into season 3. Coming in, of course, as Premier League champions. A few areas of concern. Maybe Mark Gahey at centre back hasn't grown as much as we'd like him to do, as well as Dalot's kind of stalling out right back. They'll have this season and potentially might get replaced next year though. Just the 2 signings for this window then. Let's now jump into season 3 and see how we can follow up that Premier League title, as we are now back into the Champions League. Here we are at the end of the season, and as you can see, we have not been able to retain our Premier League title. Manchester City have had an absolutely generational season here, racking up 92 points with 2 games to spare. These last 2 games we're going to go ahead and sim, but our season is far from finished. Over in the Community Shield at the start of the season, we did bring that home, beating Man City on penalties 4-2. And in the Carabao Cup, there was a massive upset as we went out to MK Dons, losing 2-1. We had a decent Champions League performance, but fell short, losing to Real Madrid in the round of 16. Where our season is still alive is this final against Arsenal. A chance for another bit of silverware, a domestic cup, just something to add to our trophy cabinet as Ruben Amorim. Let's not waste any more time. This is the team. Let's get into the final at Wembley against Arsenal and see if we can bring home our second trophy of this rebuild. It's not been a bad season, all things considered, maintaining our Champions League status, but an FA Cup would really just tie it all together. Arsenal trying to come forward now with the first real chance of the game. Saka diving down the line, plays it back into Ødegaard. Ødegaard now steps up, gives it in to Marino. Marino now goes for goal, easy save for Carabao. Down now, Moreau and down the wing, plays it into Fernandes. Fernandes now turns back to Ugarte. Ugarte goes for goal, it's a good shot, easy save for the keeper. Kind of works from now, Gyökeres plays it to Rashford. Rashford now trying to get the better of Ben White. Just steps up, floats it into Fernandes. Fernandes now the chance, headed towards goal, and it is 1-0. An unconventional finish from Fernandes, but we are leading here at Wembley 1-0. Arsenal coming forward now. Martinez got the better of Delay. He turns back, ball floated in the box, in towards Sesko, who goes for goal. What a goal, but he is offside, thankfully. Arsenal coming forward now. Nuno is just charging through. I was trying to cover the passes. He just charged through. Great save from Carabao though. Oh, we've given the ball away there. Sesko picks up the edge of the box, plays it in. Carabao has to come alive again. He does again. Carabao, what a save. Oh, Arsenal win the ball high at the pitch again. Now Rudiger plays it through to Sesko. Sesko's brought down, and that's a penalty. That's just stupid, boys. He saved us twice already. Can Carabao save us again? No. Saka finds the back of the net, and it's 1-1 going into half-time. Going into the second half, it is us coming forward first. Rashford diving forward. Now floated over to Gyökeres. Can Gyökeres get the end of it? Oh, it's a weak header. Free kick here for Arsenal in a dangerous position. We know how good they are from free kicks in real life. Can we get rid of it? It's headed down just wide. Lit now with a big ball over the top, and Kvaradona is going to put pressure on Nuno here. Oh, great stuff there from the Georgian. Just coming to the box now. Square it back to Gyökeres. Gyökeres goes for goal. Well blocked. Corner here for United. Taken short to Ugarte. Ugarte lays it back to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes now steps up. Deep ball in towards Rashford at the back post. Oh, just wide. Arsenal coming forward now in the 90th minute. This will be a gut punch if they score. Saka floats it in to Sesko. What a save from Carabao. Nothing to separate the teams after 90 minutes, so extra time is required. Coming forward now. Kvaradona picks it up well. Just waiting for the right run. Tips it through to Xerxes. Xerxes could be in here. He's onside. Xerxes goes for goal, and the substitute finds the back of the net. Joshua Xerxes makes it 2-1. Come on. Garnacho now just trying to keep this alive. Turns back really well. Floated in deep. In towards Kvaradona, who goes for goal. Oh, it's over the bar. Arsenal coming forward now. Sesko could have the better of the defence. Martinez. Oh, it's some unorthodox defending, but it works. Kvaradona now plays it through to Josh Xerxes on the counter-attack here. Arsenal Don't have many bodies back. Xerxes just waiting for the run. Slips it through. He's meant to go to Mino, but it's Garnacho. Garnacho makes it 3. And surely that's the FA Cup all wrapped up. And there is the final whistle. We have done it. We have lifted our FA Cup. And there is confirmation then that we win the FA Cup after a 3-1 win over Arsenal. Just ignore the fact that I completely forgot to record the trophy celebration, sorry. And after simming those last 2 games in the Premier League, we ended up finishing 3rd. 78 points. We were only 4 points off our total for last season. But even at 82 points, we were only been good enough for 2nd place, as Man City absolutely romped the league. And with 36 goals conceded, we did have the best defence in the league. A quick look at stats then. Bruno Fernandes had an amazing season, getting 41 goal contributions. Varane wasn't too far behind, bagging the same amount of goals and 11 assists. It was a good season for the big Swede as well, as he bagged 22 goals and 7 assists. And Rashford seems to be lagging behind a bit, only getting 12 goals and 4 assists. And with rumours flying about that he could leave in real life in the January transfer window, maybe it's time to bring in a new left winger. We've won the league and we've now won the FA Cup. All that's left to win in season 4 is the Champions League. All focus there, let's go. Starting season 3 then with a high profile departure as we say goodbye to Marcus Rashford. Typically wouldn't have done this, but he is linked in real life to move, so it makes sense. Off to Napoli for 39 million. We also say goodbye to Rasmus Haaland then. I like the kid a lot, but he just wasn't going to get game time ahead of Guy Corres or Xerxes. If I was doing this save a long time, I 100% would have just kept him and put him out on loan again, but we're trying to go all out this season. Another winger departure then as we say goodbye to Jadon Sancho. He's making the trip across to the rivals Liverpool for 48 million, which leaves us with a whopping 300 million to spend. I know exactly who I want to bring in as well. I want 3 key signings. And first signing done, and it is an absolutely huge one, as we welcome to Manchester United the centre-back Bastoni from Inter Milan. He joins for a cutthroat fee of 65 million. I like Gahey a lot, but his development has stunted a bit, so I'm going to bring in Bastoni for his hopefully our last season of this rebuild. When I say we're going all out for this Champions League, I well and truly mean it, as we welcome wing-back Theo Hernandez to Manchester United. I couldn't find a right-back that I like, so I decided to bring another left-back who I'll convert to right-back. I know these transfers aren't always super realistic. Honestly, I don't really do these big team rebuilds all that often, so I'm just having a bit of fun with it. Final signing then, I was looking at Lamine Yamal, but they want way too much money for him. Alright, completely just ignore what I just said. It took a little bit of wheeling and dealing, but I knew in my heart of hearts this was the lad I wanted to bring to Manchester United. Welcome to Old Trafford, Lamine Yamal. 100 million plus Diego Dalot. If he helps us bring home the Champions League, it'll be more than worth it. This is the team then heading into what is potentially the last season. This is a team that should honestly walk the Champions League. But as we know, nothing in life is guaranteed, so let's now jump to the end of season 4 and see what we can do in all competitions. And welcome then to the end of the season. It's another year where we've fallen short in the league. Here in our 4th season as Liverpool absolutely run away this time. What's really hampered us this year is our ability to actually win games. We've racked up 13 draws. We're going to be simming the last 2 games of the season. However, there's still plenty of football to play as we have another FA Cup final once again against Arsenal. We did lose the Community Shield at the start of the season with a 3-0 to Manchester City, however. Over in the Carabao Cup, went out in round 3 to fellow Premier League rivals Crystal Palace. However, after the FA Cup, we have a huge game in against the Champions League final against AC Milan. For about the 3rd video in a row, I think now I'm playing AC Milan in a European final. So that's the deal. I'm going to sim the Manchester City and Nottingham Forest game, but of course going to play the Arsenal and the AC Milan game. We're going to quickly jump into the stats now and play these games back to back and see if we can round out this rebuild. Over in the stats department, it was a heck of a season for Cavaradonna. He got 29 goals and 4 assists. Victor Gyökeres had his best season as well, bagging 27 goals and 2 assists. It was an incredible season from the youngster Yamal as well, and 22 goals and 16 assists. It was another good season from our captain as well, Bruno, as he got 20 goals and 10 assists. Right, so barring any injuries, this will be our team for both the games then. A front 3 of Cavaradonna, Gyökeres and Yamal. Midfield 2 of Ugarte and Fernandes, flanked by Mendes and Hernandez. And a back 3 of Bastoni, Martinez and De Ligt, with Cobel between the sticks. We're going to play these games back to back. Let's see if we can bring home 2 trophies and finish this rebuild on a high. 2 huge finals then as we look to round out this RUBEN AMORIM rebuild in style. Let's get into them, lads. Saka here with an early chance for Arsenal. Feeds it in Ødegaard. Ødegaard stamps up, plays it into Sesko. Sesko goes for goal. He's found the back of the net. Colwell couldn't get there. And after just 5 minutes, it's 1-0 to Arsenal. Disastrous start here, and it could get worse. Martinelli is going through on goals, trying to stand him up. He feeds it through to Sesko. Sesko's 1-on-1 now. Cole rushes out. Great save from the keeper. We desperately need to get a foothold in this game, but here is a corner. Sesko gets up just wide. Arsenal have been the better team so far as Martinelli comes forward. Sesko goes through. Another good save from Cole. He's keeping us in this game right now. Could be 3. Victor is now diving in the box. It's a great run from the Swede. Oh, he's put over the bar. Yamal now driving forward. Gets the better of Tini. Just coming on with his left foot. Gonna go for goal. Yamal goes for goal. Easy save from the keeper. Cavaradonna now driving forward in the second half. He is going past the defence. Goes for goal. Oh, just wide. Arsenal coming forward now. Sesko just driving at the team, trying to get on the right play here. He's going to go for goal. It's blocked. As Marino now goes for goal. Great save from Carabao. Yamal now on the ball. Cuts inside really well here. He's done really well here, Yamal. Trying to keep it alive. Oh, defenders done well there. Getting later in this game now. If we're going to score, it has to be soon. Cavardon on the ball now. Going down the wing. Cuts on his right foot. Waiting for a run or something. He's just got no support. Into Gakores. Someone make a run. Cavardon. Gakores. Into Fernandes. Oh, where's Yamal? Come inside, mate. You're an inside forward. Come inside. Arsenal now in the 88th minute, just coming towards goal. They're also probably just happy to see the clock out. And let me switch to the guy in the middle. Saka's 1-on-1, and that's going to be 2-0. That's going to be the game. And now, we're going to go to the Champions League final on the back of a loss. Just an awful game all around. We offered nothing going forward. We have to dust ourselves off here as we face AC Milan in the Champions League final. Time to put that behind us, boys, and get stuck in from the off. Let's go. Pulisic now with an early chance into Goalazor. Good save from Carabao. Radon now plays it back to Mendes. Mendes turns really well. Is at the edge of the box to Fernandes. Over to Theo Hernandez. Hernandez goes for goal. Well blocked. But Yamal, can he keep it alive? Feeds it in. Out for a corner. Mainan heads it away. What's going on? Milan could be in here. Pulisic plays it into Jimenez. Jimenez plays it to Goalazor. He goes for goal. And they found the back of the net. And we're trailing 1-0 here. What is going on? We're playing awful. Yamal now plays it into Gakores. Gakores now with an instant chance. Gets there. Oh, great save from the keeper. AC Milan coming forward now. Goalazor plays it over to Jimenez. Jimenez back to Goalazor into Fofana. Great save from Carabao. Corner here taken short by Leao. Trying to get onto it. Good save from the keeper. Can we get rid of it? Yeah. Fernandes now turns really well. And we could be on the counter-attack. Yamal comes inside. Plays into Bruno Fernandes. Gakora's got to make that run. Got to make that run. Floated over into the Swede. The Swede goes for goal. It's 1-1. Get in, lads. What a goal. In the second half now, Yamal's waiting for the run of Gakora's. Can he find a brace? Yeah, I can't even find a shot. Ugarte brings the ball forward now. Plays it over to Lamine Yamal. Yamal floated over to Victor Gakora's. He's trying to make something work now. Cuts in the box. Trying to find space for a shot. Well blocked. But it's going to fall for Yamal. Can we try and keep this alive for Ugarte? Plays it to Bruno Fernandes. Space opens for a shot. Deflection. Oh, just over the bar. One here for Fernandes. Still pushing, trying to find a second goal. Delit goes for a goal over the bar. Well and truly, one-way traffic at the moment. As Cavardon feeds it over to Gakores. Gakores, can he find the shot? He can, but it's a good save from the keeper. All this pressure and no goal just reeks of an AC Milan counter-attack. As Jimenez comes forward, goes for goal. Easy save from Carabao. Cavardon now wins the ball high up the pitch and we could be in here on a counter-attack. Cavardon feeds it into the big Swede. Swede, a chance to make it 2-0. Use your right foot. That shot graph just makes for depressing viewing there. We should be about 5-1 up right now. And have another chance. Cavardon floated over to Gakores. Can he get on the end of it? It's a good save from the keeper. Nans now with a good turn. Feeds it through. Trying to get the ball out of our feet now. Make that run, Yamal. Into the box now. Is the Spanish youngster. He's going to go for goal. Well blocked. 87th minute. A goal now would surely seal the game. Yamal with a big cross in towards Delit. It's going to fall for Hernandez. Knocks it down to Ugarte. Ugarte goes for goal. Oh, good save. Got the ball now, trying to keep the chance alive. Mendes into Ugarte. Ugarte. Oh, that's why they counter-attack now, but it's going to be at extra time. Then if AC Milan win this, Mainan deserves a statue outside of the San Siro. Into extra time now. It's going to be us coming forward first as Cavardon plays it through to Xerxes, the sub. Xerxes puts on his right foot. Xerxes could be in, just trying to tiptoe around the defence. Oh, it's wide. One here taken short to Martinez. Martinez now floats it into the box, headed towards goal. Xerxes! Oh, off the bar! Oh! Mason Mount now. I don't know what he's doing on the pitch. I didn't really have anyone on the bench. I kind of messed up the bench, but Mason Mount goes for goal. Good save from Mainan. AC Milan coming forward. They've moved the ball really well here. They could be in. Colombo now goes for goal. Good save from Carabao. He should get there, and that's going to bring up the end of the first half of extra time. Still 1-1. AC Milan coming forward. There's only 1 minute left of added time. If they score here, that'll be it. But I think it's going to go to penalties, and it is. This Champions League final will be decided from 12 yards. It will be Bruno Fernandes set up first. He's great at penalties in real life. Can he convert here? He can. Up next is Benacer for AC Milan. He steps up and he goes in the bottom corner. Josh Xerxes up next for Man United. He puts it left and he scores. Paul Mawai now up next for AC Milan. He goes left. Keeper goes right. Theo Hernandez now against his former team. Stepping up against Mike Mainan. Goes left and scores. Everyone's been perfect so far. It's Colombo up next for AC Milan. And Carabao saves. Come on. Ethan Wheatley now. The youngster steps up. He chips it down the middle. How cheeky. 4-2. If Carabao can save it from the captain here, we will win. It's Fofana against Carabao. Carabao scores. Fofana scores. Mason Mount, he's had a quiet career so far. Can he step up and score the winner in the Champions League final? Money Mace, he can. We win the Champions League. Come on, lads. Get in. Enjoy it. The stress of this job has well and truly removed Ruben Amorim's hair, but we have won the Champions League. 4 seasons then, a relatively short rebuild in terms of what we've been doing on the channel recently, but we've won an FA Cup, a Premier League, and now a Champions League with Ruben Amorim at Manchester United. Man United can finally say they're back on top of world football as Bruno Fernandes lifts the Champions League there, and the lads keep on celebrating well into the night. It's been a fun rebuild doing it with a big team, not something I usually do, but I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.